All right, let's talk about why a prompt flopped and how you can fix it by asking yourself 3 easy questions. This is an activity to help you with the C in Calm AI Navigator, your clarity. So think back to the last time that AI gave you a sort of meh result. It's too generic, missed the point, or it sounded like you sucked the life out of it. And before you blame the tool or the question or your own brilliance, ask yourself, what was actually missing from my prompt? The Calm Clarity Check can help you assess your own prompts and discover areas for improvement. This activity is pulled directly from my book, Prompt and Circumstance, which you'll find a link to in the video description. Let's dive into why this actually matters. Without context clarity, the who's it for, what's the tone, what's the subject matter, you're asking AI to create for an invisible audience with no personality, which is exactly why your outputs end up sounding like everybody else's. And I'm sure you've hit the point now where you can very quickly identify if that email was written by a human or if it was written by AI. Don't let that happen to you anymore. You could be missing value clarity. Are you saving time? Are you sparking ideas? Are you repurposing content or pushing your voice in a new direction? It means you can't even measure whether the output actually helped you accomplish anything. And then, of course, the difference between write a social post and a prompt that specifies format, audience, tone, transformation, and even hashtags. It's the goal. The goal is the difference between beige soup and something that makes people ask, how did you get it to do that? So let's talk about what the Calm Clarity Check is. There's task clarity, context clarity, and value clarity. And all 3 elements together transform your vague requests into structured communication that AI can actually work with, giving you outputs that sound like you with energy and not like it sucked the life out of it. So, task clarity. Specify exactly what you're asking AI to do, not write a post, but write a 3-sentence LinkedIn post with a hook, insight, and CTA. This is something that you can actually create your own framework for. Once you're happy with a specific way that a post is developed, that can be your template. You can save it in a prompt library of your own, and then whenever you're ready to have it create that similar type of post, copy and paste that prompt template right into the AI. That's going to help you with your task clarity. Context clarity is all about designing and defining who it's for and what it's about, and what tone to use. For example, this is for high-achieving women leaders who struggle with burnout. The tone should be confident, supportive, and bold. If you aren't sure about what type of tone or context is appropriate, you can actually ask the AI and say, I want to be talking to ambitious women leaders who are struggling with burnout. What type of tone is going to be best for me to come across with? Or give me 5 options of tone, which is even better because then you have a menu of options to choose from. Context clarity can be an incredibly important way to define your style of prompt output away from everybody else's. Value clarity is knowing why you're using AI for this specific task. Is it to save time? Is it to spark fresh ideas? I mentioned in an earlier video that I love using it to help me identify my own blind spots or to role play with so that I can see the output from other people's perspective. It really helps me get more specific, well-defined outputs that require less of my time to ensure that they're accurate, okay? How to start implementing this now. Pick one prompt you've actually used recently that gave you an output that you're kind of like, meh, kind of sounds like everybody else. It kind of doesn't work for me, okay? Go grab it from your chat history. Run it through the 3-part audit. Does it specify the exact format and deliverable? Does it include audience, subject matter, and tone? Does it state what you're trying to accomplish and what value you're going to add? So it's task, context, and value. Then revise your prompt by adding what's missing. So transform write a social post about my coaching program into act as a brand savvy copywriter. Write a 3-sentence LinkedIn post for high achieving women leaders who struggle with burnout. Highlight the transformation clients might experience in my one-on-one coaching program. Have the tone be bold and supportive. And the goal is to spark engagement with a fresh angle I haven't used before. Test your revised prompt and compare the results. Notice how specificity eliminates the guesswork and gives AI the structured direction it actually needs to produce something useful. Stop blaming yourself for not having magical prompt whispering skills. You just need more 3-part formulas and frameworks that turn fuzzy communication into crystal clear direction. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Then visit jonescode.ai for even more educational content, online courses, blogs, and videos.